Okay, wait. Okay, so what did you think of the songs?
Okay, so
Because that's one of my things. I love the songs.
I like the songs.
What do you think of them?
No, I like the songs. I liked a couple of the songs.
There's 4 songs that and I know there's more than 4 in the movie, but
So we're talking about the songs.
Yeah.
What song specifically? Because I don't really remember. I mean, I remember. We talked about "Love's an Open Door,"
Yeah.
which I don't even remember. I don't remember. I hardly remember.
It was very very. It looked like it would have been perfect in High School Musical. Like it didn't feel
like as part of the as the opening scene, in reference to that. Not replacing the opening scene, but in reference to the. Not the opening scene, but the scene where the two of them sing Sandy and Danny type of thing.
Oh.
Right? Where they sing in separate places?
Oh, the sisters?
No, Troy and Gabriella.
Oh,
why do I remember that?
No, it sounded very, like, how am I gonna put this? Not in reference to that. In which part
of High School Musical would Love Is an Open Door go?
Anywhere. It felt like it didn't belong in Frozen. I liked it, though. I just felt like it stands out, as does another song that we'll bring up later. I feel like it stands out because the other ones have this very
the musical theater feel.
A musical theater feel, but like not just any musical, like kind of
they're suited. Like for instance, you want to build a snowman.
Yeah, and then Love Is an Open Door sounds like it belongs in High School Musical. Like it feels
it's a pop song.
A pop song. Yeah.
Same thing as Let It Go.
Like even the way that Kristen Bell sings it, she doesn't sound like Kristen Bell. Like she
sounds. And are we sure that Disney isn't doing the Disney thing where they cast an actor and then they cast a singer?
That's Kristen Bell singing.
I know. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, in case people don't know, that does happen. It's how they used to do it before musicals.
Yes.
Before musicals made their comeback.
Yes.
That's how they did it. Was they cast voice actors and then singers. And they were separate. And now they're casting this because that's what people want. That's what they're going to buy tickets for. I want to see. Well,
because
it's they're coming for the name.
Yes,
and they're coming because the name, the celebrity, the person that they love is actually going to sing or perform. You know. So okay, so that's a good contrast because I did say that I thought some of the songs were cute. They're not terrible songs. That's what I felt.
Yeah. There's no unity to it.
I was like, they're not really memorable. I don't feel like they were all written by the same person or team.
And sadly they were.
Right?
Yeah.
The way for instance, musicals Disney musicals of the past decade or so have felt like we mentioned Aladdin, for instance.
Yes.
All of those songs felt like one unit.
Beauty and the Beast.
And I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that a musical album should feel like a concept album. You know, I don't want to say that, like that all the songs should sound the same and kind of tell a story from beginning to end. If you don't know what a concept album, look up Beach Boys' Pet Sounds.
Look up Pet Sounds.
Pet Sounds. Beatles' Yellow Submarine's concept album,
yes.
Right? Where it's almost like a musical, but without any acting that was written. Like if you can take it outside the movie,
yes.
It's just an album. So I don't want to say that I think musicals should be that, but I think things should feel cohesive. Right? I mean, look at Beauty and the Beast, for instance.
Yes, Beauty and the Beast was...
Which is one of my favorite musicals,
yes.
movie musicals, animated films, and the songs feel like they're on Broadway.
Yes.
I mean, Gaston is a Broadway song. I mean, it really is. So is Belle. I sing the freaking intro. There's a village, right? I sing the intro. But it's the perfect introduction to Belle and to the town.
Yes.
Right?
That opening
number. It's the perfect opening number, and then we go what's his name? The little guy, I forget his name. LeFou.
Yeah.
LeFou comes in, and then they go into the tavern, and there's Gaston, and then we get introduced to Gaston. That's how musicals were built.
Yes.
And that's not necessarily how they should be built. I mean, it's a highly competitive industry right now, so people are doing innovative things. It's great. It's fine. Like we were talking about, like Disney, but Disney doesn't have to be innovative. We don't care about that. You know, we like them. We like the animation, right? Animate our childhood. Right? Well, yeah, but we like the animation. We like the storytelling.
Yes.
We just want to be taken away into this fanciful place, right, where we can believe these things happen, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's it. So Beauty and the Beast. But what's great about Beauty and the Beast is that every song seems to really feel cohesive.
Yes.
Little Mermaid, same thing. Even though they're very different songs, you know, there's a calypso number, but it's Caribbean. Like and
you know it belongs in that world.
Right,
you know,
right. And even
you're not taken out pretty much. And sometimes in Frozen, I felt like I loved Frozen, by the way.
Right.
I felt like I was taken out, and I was like, oh, now I'm on that was the Broadway stage.
Right.
You know, and then I was thinking throughout the movie.
So like for
put
instance,
this on the Broadway stage.
for instance, go back to You Want to Build a Snowman.
Yes.
It's a cute song. It's a really cute song. It's designed to be a cute song.
Do you want to build
It's
a
not.
snowman?
I didn't feel like the song was written to tell the story. I felt like the song was written so that two cute little girls could sing it and people would be like, "Oh my god, it's so adorable." That's what I mean when I say that the songs are contrived.
Oh god.
I don't feel like it was written to tell the story.
I see.
I feel like it was written to be marketed.
You know, I was like, let's see, because right after that then it's the first time in forever. Right after it, you don't get a breath, and it feels
Which I had completely forgotten existed.
Yeah, first
time in forever.
And that one is.
Which, by the way, is a terrible lyric.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, because when I first heard that, I was like, are they Valley Girling well, at first I thought it was the Greta character, but they changed her name to Anna.
So again, it's like I was saying earlier, and off tape, but it's like I was saying earlier, like people are gonna hate me for saying this, for saying these things, but the first time in forever, it's not poetic. It's the kind of thing. It's the kind of thing that people say. It's the kind of
It's too contemporary.
Lazy, it's the kind of lazy hyperbole that people use. Oh my god, it's like they've done this like in forever. Right? First time in forever that's happened. Right? And it sounds like a Valley Girl.
Yeah.
It's hyperbole. It's just this extreme language that people use, right? Exaggerating. And it's fine. But again, that's not how she thinks.
Oh,
she doesn't.
Anna?
That's not how Anna thinks. Those are her words. She's not using her words. She's using words from contemporary times that people use all the time so that it can relate to them. I didn't feel like that was the character talking. I felt like that was the character using someone else's voice to get them on her side.
Interesting. I didn't see.
That's what I mean. Like, it's not a terrible song.
I was gonna say it sounded too paint by numbers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's formulaic.
Like
everything's formulaic. When I say contrived, that's what I mean. Formulaic.
Like they were like, we need our big Disney number,
right?
And that was our big Disney.
And we talked about this too, right? You have your formulaic musicals, you have your 5 o'clock number. Everything is pacing and structured, and that's fine. But can you make it less obvious? Like, I go to Costco to buy in bulk. I know it's a warehouse, so I don't complain.
Yeah.
Right? But if I'm buying, right? But then when you go to buy a luxury car, right? The dealership is really pretty because they want you to understand that this luxury car belongs in this house with these beautiful furniture, right? They want you to believe that.
Yeah.
Right? That you have this life, and whether or not you agree with that, or whether or not that's right or wrong, that's the point, right? Marketing, right? What is the purpose of writing the story? Is it to tell a story, or is it to sell tickets? The purpose of writing a story is to tell a story.
Tell a story.
The purpose of writing a musical is to use songs to illustrate the story, right?
Wow.
Not to get me to buy a ticket. If the songs are good and the story's good, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to buy the ticket.
I've always told people that, because you know how everyone complains about, why do we make so many crappy movies? Because y'all keep watching it. You know, just don't watch bad movies.
Right.
You know.
Right. And
don't watch bad musicals.
Don't watch. Yeah, seriously. You vote with your dollars, and it's not just movies. It's everything you buy.
Yes.
People complaining about Monsanto and GMOs and Walmart and all these other companies. This is completely separate, but think about where your money goes. You're not just saying, "Oh, you're cheap or whatever, and I can afford you. I'm going to buy it," or "I like what you have, and I'm going to buy it." When you give somebody money right?
Yeah.
You're telling the industry, I'm choosing this and not that. So by giving money to Disney for making Frozen,
We're saying we want you to do
you're
more.
you're
of this.
legitimizing that lazy action, right? Okay. So let's completely off topic. I might have to cut that.
Okay. Well,
But
somewhere else though.
this is why you brought me in, because that again, I'm giving you my money that I've earned doing something else, right? I've had to take time and energy and effort out of my life to earn this money, and I'm giving it to you because you're promising to give me something that I want, right? Groceries, right?
Yes.
Clothing, whatever.
A date.
Right? But you spend money on a date too.
Yes,
Same thing, right?
yes.
I want good company. You're right. That's what people. I'm investing. It's an investment in my time. I'm gonna give you my money. So if I'm going to partake in your product, please don't treat me like I'm an imbecile.
Yes.
I'm not ignorant. You're not ignorant. The people watching these movies are not ignorant. So don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so back on topic.
Well,
So Wanna Build a Snowman is an adorable song. It's a cute song, right? But again, what is it gonna do outside of that show?
do you wanna build? The only way that it could work, actually, and this is not for a lot. I think
Just talk. We'll cut whatever. But let's.
the only song I'm pretty sure that can live outside. I think Let It Go possibly.
Let It Go can, because it was written like a pop song. Remember that? Okay, I want.
And Love is an Open Door, which is also a pop song.
Yeah. Love is an Open Door probably
totally
could too. And again, and that's part of that reason though is because it's a song about a topic that people subscribe to.
Yes.
Like if you study things like internet trends, if you study magazines and hashtags and things people read, periodicals, if you study those things, people. That's what's happening. They're studying your behavior and they're trying to feed you things to get you to buy tickets. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but just be aware of this, right? So love is an open door, right? People are talking about love and relationships and coming and going, right? That's what we talked about. How she doesn't say that love is a house. She says love is an open door. It comes and goes. It's free to do what it wants. We're talking about how he turns out to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
It comes and goes easily. That's what that song means. That's the foreshadowing I was talking about, right? And so it's not a bad song on its own. Let It Go, not a bad song on its own as a pop song. And I was thinking about this, actually.